Hi, this is Plea from the Highway Mail, and I'm here at Happy Valley Edu Center in Gillett, where baby Happy was found on the 24th of February. This school has been helping her to be placed into a proper home, proper orphanage since then, but has been faced with much difficulty. We are speaking to the three teachers, two principals and a teacher that's been assisting baby Happy, and we just want to find out any updates to this case. First, we have Janine Parker, who has been helping taking care of baby Happy from the time she was found. She's been placed in her care for 10 days and unfortunately has been moved to another place of safety now. Janine, can you tell us about your time with baby Happy?
Yes, when we first encountered baby Happy and we took her home, she was very traumatized. She would cling to me, and you could see it, she didn't let go of you. She wanted to be within your sight the whole time. Couldn't put her down. You had to love her and just reassure her all the time. She didn't want to eat, she didn't want to drink, and then after about 2 days, she started to relax. And then her little character started coming through, and she started to bond with me and started to trust me. And it was then that I realized that I actually think this baby was loved. She would pick up my TV remote and try and put the TV on. She would try and draw pictures. My mom's in a wheelchair. She would go underneath the wheelchair and come out and go peekaboo. And we started to have almost like a little family. And it was wonderful to be able to just give her the love that she needed at that critical time. Unfortunately, we had to follow the laws of the country, and she had to go into a place of safety, which broke my heart. She put her little hands out and she was crying and I was crying, and they said it would be for 3 months, but we would be able to follow her life, and they would let us know as soon as the 3 months was over, that we would be allowed to place her somewhere. So we want to follow her for the rest of her life and just make sure she's happy. But it hasn't quite worked out that way. At the moment, she's a little bit lost in the system. She was placed in a place of safety, and unfortunately, we were told we could go and visit her anytime and continue with, caring for her. And unfortunately, because of the social workers' strike, we weren't allowed to visit and we weren't allowed to keep in contact. And then when we phoned on Monday, all of a sudden we were told the children had been evacuated, and we didn't know where. And they've been evacuated all around the highway area, hospitals, orphanages, different homes, and now she's lost. She's lost in the system. And, we're desperate to try and find her. And this is where we're appealing to you or to anybody out there, if to assist as to where is our little baby that we're so desperate to help and give her a good future.
Now we're speaking to Michelle White, who's one of the principals at the school. Michelle, can you tell us any more information about baby Happy?
Well, basically, just since the 24th of February, I don't think either three of us have slept. She's in our thoughts all the time, and just as a mom and as a school owner, as a teacher, the thought of a little one not having a home, not having an identity, has just sort of put us in this zone where we have to help this little baby. We have to find her home, find her a place, get her documentation ready. And the reason we were so happy with placing her in a place of safety was because we thought she would be lost in the system. And when we received that phone call, when I phoned and found out that she'd actually been moved from the place of safety and that no one really knows where she is, it was basically my nightmare is coming true. And it's something that I had hoped would never happen, and it did happen. So now we are just please appealing to anyone and everyone or anybody that can help us to please help this little girl, and please come forward or just help us in any way that you can.
Finally, Amber Chips is going to tell us a little bit more about her appeal to the mom and the family family of Baby Happy. Amber?
I'm just appealing out there to mom, if you've been in a difficult situation, if there's been a problem and you have had to abandon Baby Happy, if you could just get documentation to us anonymously through the system, through our post box, just help us to help her. Send us her documentation so that we can get her fostered. And if mom is unable to do so, if any family member could help us in any way with any documentation, that would just be amazing. If we could try and get her a home, a family, a whole lot of people who would just look after her. If you are unable to do it yourself, mom, if you are unable to do so, if somehow we could get documentation from family or anybody who would know where mom would be, whether mom worked for somebody who knows who Baby Happy is, we just appeal to everybody as a community and as parents and as people who want the best for Happy. If you could please just help us help her get that documentation so that we could find her a proper foster home or get her placed in a beautiful orphanage, or even get her a family would be our ultimate goal.
What makes Baby Happy so special? What's so different about her being one of the many abandoned babies?
You know, she's just one, but she could be the one. When you look at babies, you just think it could be throwing that one starfish back into the ocean, but this is the one little girl that we've been blessed to be able to look after. And the fact that she's of crawling age, it is a main road, we just want what's best for her to be able to provide for her future. And if we can't do it ourselves and we could get other people to do it, that would be amazing.
Okay.
So
I just think God placed her outside our school. Why? For a reason, and it's obviously our calling. Maybe he knew we could help her. He knew we'd love her, and just think of this little one. How must she be feeling? She's been passed from pillar to post. She's now in the 4th place within a month, and 4 or 5 different people looking after her. She must be so confused, and I just feel that somehow we need to try and make the system smoother and think more of the children than the red tape. I'm sorry if I offend anybody by saying that, but and also a wonderful response from the community. Thank you to everybody out there who's just been amazing with their generosity and their care and their love. So the love's there. It's I don't know, it's just little things go wrong and then you don't know who to turn to.
Okay, if they had to come forward, how would they get in contact with the social welfare department, or can they contact you?
they can contact us. You can contact myself, Michelle, or Janine personally. You can contact the school. You can put a note in our post box. You could contact the police or the social services.
Okay, what is your school number and what is the address for the school?
Okay, our school is 15 Hamilton Crescent in Gillett, and our phone number is 031 764 661. Our email address is info at happyvalleyeducentre.co.za. Please, if anybody could just come forward with any information about this beautiful little girl, it would really save her future. Thank you.